morning, class. Are you now ready for our next lesson this morning? Okay, very good. So, how are you today? Are you feeling happy or sad? Okay, thank you for your response. So, let's now delve to our topic this morning, and it is entitled The How of Visual Rhetoric. So, before it let's have the quote from Tim Porter. And he stated that the field of rhetoric or composition has yet to truly acknowledge, and developments in writing tools have changed in writing and literacy and in communication practices in fundamental ways that, given how writing happens in the 21st century, all composition research needs to be computers and writing research. So, who wants to explain this quote from Tim Porter? Okay, Miss Wakdaan, you are acknowledged. Okay, very well said, Mr. Wakdaan. So it is in that the field of rhetoric and composition has not fully recognized how deeply new writing technologies have transformed the way we write, the way we read, and communicate to others. But today, in the 21st century, writing increasingly takes place through digital tools, platforms, in media. Therefore, all composition research must include computers and digital writing to stay relevant and accurate. Let's now define the hypertext. So, who wants to define what is hypertext? Do you have any idea what is hypertext? Okay, Mr. Blanco. Okay, so thank you for that, Mr. Blanco. So hypertext is defined by Merriam-Webster dictionary that it is a database format in which information related on the display can be accessed directly from the display, which was first used in 1965. So when browsing the WW or World Wide Web, this is usually in a format of underlined words in a color blue font that can be clicked. The user will be redirected to another website where the highlighted words are further discussed. So that is hypertext. So let's now proceed to the three fundamental elements of visual rhetoric in hypertext. So the first one is link presence, which must have link extent. It is not limited to being underlined in color blue. Style can also be used in the form of bracket, box, partial box, or link of words and phrases. So, as you can see in doing and crafting our research, we have our hypertext that is underlined with colored blue the text. So second one is link destination, which must have multiple destinations. So here in the link destination, so when we click the hyperlink, the user will be redirected to the multiple destinations of that specific link. So the last one is link mapping, which must display link and not relationship. So this happens when a hypertext reader gets lost of his track once he clicks the link and be redirected to an unknown website. So link mapping, which must display link and not relationship, will take place when the user or the reader will click the specific link and she will be redirected to an unknown website. So those are the three fundamental elements of visual rhetoric. What are those? Okay, we have Miss Nilo. Okay, a round of applause for Miss Nilo. So let's now proceed to the 3 easy steps to create hyperlink to a location on the web for Microsoft Word. So the first step is select the text or picture that you want to display as a hyperlink. As you can see in the picture, you just select the text and that you want to display as a hyperlink. So we already select the https www cliff notes literature of mice and men summary and analysis chapter. This is in a Microsoft Word. So the second step is on the Insert tab, click Hyperlink. You may also right-click the text or picture and click Hyperlink on the shortcut menu. So we can also right-click the mouse and we are redirected to click the hyperlink. So the next step is in the insert hyperlink box, type or paste your link in the addressed box or simply select the file. So as you can see here, the address, we paste the link that we select kanina and I click the OK to to have we have now our hyperlink. So those are the 3 easy steps in crafting a hyperlink. So let's now proceed to the 7 easy steps to add a hyperlink with HTML or hypertext markup language. So the first step is open a document in a simple text editor. So as you can see in the given example below, we open a document and the text editor is the word Google. So second step is create your HTML document with the proper HTML tags. So as you can see in the example, we create our HTML document with the HTML tags, which is the A. So that serves as our HTML tags. So the next steps is create the link tag on where the tag needs to be easily noticed by the reader. So we, as you can see in the example below, we create a link tag that we user can easily notice the tag. So then the fourth step is find the place in between the quotation marks and place your complete URL there. So when you type your link tag, you can observe the quotation marks, and when you saw the quotation wipes, you can place your complete URL there. So for example, in this, it is http www.google.com. So the next step is compose your own title for the link on what readers should click. So in this example, the title that I created is "This takes you to Google." So that is an example of creating our own title. We just place it beside our URL. So the sixth step is save your file with a .html extension and open it with a web browser to view your output. So this is the example. As you can see beside the picture, we have the index.html. So the last step is preview your website. Your code should be like this. So as you can see in the picture below, that each have a href and our URL, and the beside is our title, so that the reader will just click the link, so he will or she will be directed to that specific link that she want to open. And that's the end of my part. Do you have any questions and clarifications? Raise your hands if you have some questions. Okay, since none, that's all. That's the end of my part, and we have Miss Rasenable and Miss Lino for the remaining topics. Thank you, class, for listening and for participating.
So now, let's proceed to how to generate visual material. Text elements are relatively important as displayed on a particular image. It is highly visual and powerful to catch someone's attention, that they naturally become invisible at times. Thus, communicators need to give emphasis on what type does their design information, even without considering the actual meaning of the word displayed. Meaning and visual should always work together. While Nick Colenda is a marketing expert who has written extensively about psychology of fonts, his book, The Psychology of Fonts, explores how people subconsciously evaluate fonts based on their visual characteristics and how this perception influenced their behavior. Kalinda argues that fonts can convey meaning, evokes emotion, and even influence purchasing decisions. He provides practical advice on how to choose the right font for different marketing contexts, considering the factors like brand identity, target audience, and desired message. So, now here are the fonts that vary in perceptual traits. First one is for serif versus sans serif. Serif fonts are more readable via print, while sans serif are more readable via screen. Second one is for light versus bold. Light fonts signify beauty and femininity, while bold fonts convey power and masculinity. Third one for rounded versus angular. Rounded fonts indicate comfort, softness, and femininity, while angular fonts shows formality, durability, and masculinity. Fourth one is for simple versus complex. Simple fonts represent directness, while the other one, complex fonts, is embody uniqueness. So, another one for slanted versus straight is slanted font shows movement, while straight font shows stability. So, from the word itself, slanted, so it shows movement, while the other one, straight, it shows stability, steady. So, other one is for lowercase versus uppercase. Lowercase means symbolizes compassion and innovation, while uppercase represent the power and strength. Other one is for separated versus connected. From the word itself, separated, letters indicate fragmentation and individuality, while the other one, connected ones, means signify unity and collectivism. Other one is for condensed versus extended. Condensed simply means fonts imply tightness and precision, while other one, extended fonts, denotes space and relaxation. So last one for this is for short versus tall. From the word short, fonts signifies heaviness and stability, while tall fonts shows lightness and aspiration. So here are the queries to consider when choosing fonts. Number one is, it should be, what does audience expects from my use of fonts? So, example is, are they people in academic, athletes, or religious? So, second one to consider for queries is, what do I embody in my font choice? Example, am I writing as an online seller? Third one, what kind of text am I typing in various fonts? It is for headlines or for fine print, body text, or bullet list. That's it. So the fourth one, how far is my text being viewed by the audience? Is it in billboard, poster, flyer, sticker, or greeting card? Fifth one is, what are the available fonts that can register on majority of my audience computers? If I will post on my website, in case they are using an old version of OS. So, how colors affect customers' mood branding? Same as text, the color is very important and crucial in marketing and branding. Just as important as the words used, even though some people can't see all colors, color still affects how people feel about a product or brand. Colors created appreciated things. The meaning of a color can change based on how it's used. But this article focuses on technical side of how colors affect people's feelings. It emphasizes that color is a powerful tool for influencing consumers' behavior and mood. So these are the highlighted key points for the color. So colors impact on mood. This one. So certain colors are associated with specific feelings or moods. And these associations can vary across cultures. Marketers need to understand their cultural nuances. So, color and gender. The text points out that the men and women often have different color preferences or perspective. Men tend to prefer bolder colors, while women lean towards softer shades. That is very understandable, class. So, examples for color association is it gives example on how colors are typically perceived. So, brown with warm, red with excitement, green with calmness, and blue indicates trust, discipline, formality, calmness, trustworthiness, clarity, security, and most of all is innovation. So the green color denotes prosperity, progress, peace, and calmness. The red one conveys energy, excitement, vibrancy, passion, enthusiasm, rebellion, masculinity, and action. So the yellow one is a cheerful color, warm, active, and innovative. Black signifies power, class, elegance, and compromising behavior, strength, security, and evil. So orange color naman is exudes extroversions, confidence, youthfulness, and fun. While silver and white stands for quality and workmanship. So that's it for my part. And I will now give the virtual floor to the next discussant. Thank you.
For my part, let's now tackle about color emotion guide. Color emotion guide from the logo company that may help us choose appropriate color for our brand. There is a color emotion guide from the logo company suggesting that color choice is crucial for brand identity. There is a color emotion guide. It suggests that color choice is crucial for brand identity. Another is the Acres dimension of brand personality. It references Jennifer Akers in 1997 research on dimension of brand personality, highlighting five core dimensions, which is the sincerity, excitement, competence, competence and sophisticated, and lastly is the ruggedness. So those are the five dimension color. And those color can influence each dimension is further broken down into descriptive words associated with a brand personality. The impact of color on consumer perception. The text emphasizes that color branding significantly impacts consumer perception and judgment. A study A study on impact of color on marketing indicated that up to 90% of immediate purchase decisions are based on color alone. So the color in digital So the color in digital age in today's tech savvy world, or we are living now in the technology era, color manipulation in product images in social media plays a significant role a product's success. So, and also the color is not just an aesthetic choice in branding, but a powerful tool that significantly influences consumer behavior and brand perception across both traditional and digital marketing channels. So the use of research adds a layer of academic backing to these claims. So Lightroom's process as a tool. Example of this is that Lightroom presents as a tool to simplify the process of achieving visual appealing images for social media. Lightroom presets are essentially pre-packaged filters that automate the application of various photo editing editing a text, saving users times and effort. They are presented as a way to easily create the desired look for images intended for platforms such as Instagram. So Instagram is notification gamitan mo. Like, pwede ka na maka-edit ng mga pictures, sa video, mga filters. So, the importance of visual appeal in online marketing stating that product success not only on the brand but also on how its image is presented on social media. It then introduces a lightroom process as a convenient tool for enhancing holdings. First is that our design should be based on significance. Important information should be visually prominent, using larger font size, customized fonts, and carefully choosing colors to draw attention. There are many other apps that can be used to create visual rhetoric images that are ideal for social media's marketing. Even if you are not all expert in choosing and manipulating colors manipulating colors and fonts, they will help you do the job well. And some of them are Adobe Photoshop. Everyone is familiar here with Adobe Photoshop. No? So, another example is Anypon. So, since unfamiliar siya, wala pa natin namin. But can help us. Those are, makatama siya sa to. Another is Aviary, Bazaar Photo Editor and Collage Blend Editor, Super Ring Post, FS in Light Photo Plus, Font Candy, Font Plus Dance, AR, Font Video, and many more. So, daghan kay mga software na ato magamit to enhance. Magamit na to enhance our brand and colors and also fonts. So, now, next is design as a form of rhetorical organization. So what is the rhetorical organization? Rhetorical organization refers to the strategic arrangement of ideas, information within a text or visual to achieve a specific persuasive or communicative purpose. It's about more than just presenting facts. It's about crafting a message in a way that is clear, in a way that clear, engaging, and effective in influencing the audience who design the audience. And also, good design should be purposeful and follow rhetorical principles. So, na ating mga principle to follow, there are 4 key principles for achieving this to have a good design. This prioritizes the most crucial elements of the design. Next principle is that the design should be based on purpose. The images and other visual elements should directly support the overall message and purpose of the design. Ensuring that the visual elements enhance the understanding of the reader. So dapat ang atong visual is very communicate the intended meaning. So for the third principle, the design is to build up a highlight and zoom in. This means that the design should strategically guide the viewer's eye, building upon the information presented and highlighting key elements and using techniques like zooming in visually or conceptually. Visually or conceptually can emphasize specific points and control the narrative flow of the design. This is about controlling the order and the emphasis of information for maximum impact. And the fourth principle, the fourth principle, the design should be based on uniqueness. A design should stand out and be memorable, wherein the creativity and originality are essential to capture attention and leave lasting impression. And also, the design should reflect the creator's identity and intended brand image. So those are the four key principles that advocates for a purposeful and strategic approach to design. Emphasizing the importance of clear communication, visual hierarchy, and creative originality to achieve rhetorical effectiveness. And it suggests effective design is not merely decorative, but a powerful tool for persuasion and information delivery. So the importance of the importance of visual appeal in today's digital age, particularly in social media, is also on the careful manipulation of color and image presentation. So that's all my part.
Thank you for watching.